If you want to bring your salads to the next level, then you have got to try one of these 3 clean and delicious homemade salad dressings. I am going to be sharing a creamy buttermilk ranch, a dairy-free green goddess, and a light and fresh red pepper and ginger vinaigrette. Now, all 3 of these recipes can be made ahead of time and stored in your fridge for up to 5 days. And if you think you won't get through them that quickly, you can also store them in the freezer. Here's one of my favorite little hacks. Pour them into an ice cube tray or something like I've got here. Pop them in the freezer. Then once they're frozen through, you just pop them out and store them right in a Ziploc baggie in the freezer. Then the next time you want some salad dressing, you take it out, you leave it on the counter for a bit, and you've got fresh homemade salad dressing ready to go. Let's start with the buttermilk ranch. I've got 1/4 cup of low-fat buttermilk along with a 1/4 cup of mayo. Now, I like to use the full-fat mayo because I find that the low-fat versions are a little too sweet for my taste, but both options will work here. And then a 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Add a tablespoon of diced onion, 1 tablespoon each fresh chopped parsley, and dill. Now, if you needed to use dried herbs, you would just cut the measurements down to 1 teaspoon each, a clove of crushed garlic, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper. Mix that all together, and if you like a little bit of heat, finish it with a dash of cayenne pepper. This dressing is fresh, creamy, and herbalicious. Next up, I've got a dairy-free green goddess dressing. Now, I am going to use a mini food processor to make this dressing, but you could also do it in a blender. Start with 1/2 of a ripe avocado, a 1/4 cup of coconut milk. You could do the full fat or the low fat, but personally, I love the full fat. 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, a clove of crushed garlic, and then 1/2 cup each fresh parsley and fresh basil. Both are going to add a fresh, bright flavor to this dressing. Then I've got a teaspoon of kosher salt and a pinch of red pepper flakes. Give that 2 tablespoons of water, pop on the lid, and then I'll blend that until it starts to come together. Then remove the lid and add a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Blend that all up again until you have a rich, vibrant, creamy green goddess dressing that is sure to brighten up each and every salad. And last but not least, I've got a red pepper and ginger vinaigrette. Now again, I'll be using my food processor, but remember, you could absolutely do this in your blender as well. So in goes 1 fresh red pepper that I have seeded and roughly chopped, a clove of crushed garlic, 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger, that's gonna give it a nice little kick, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and then I also have a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil that I'm gonna add right over the top. Pop on the lid and we'll give it a whirl, and you're just gonna let this one go, again, till all those ingredients have come together. Now, you're gonna notice that this particular dressing doesn't get super creamy. It has a little more texture to it because of the pepper and the ginger. So it's a nice change up, and it is delicious as a dipper for some raw veggies. Now, I know for a lot of people, eating our veggies can be a bit of a challenge. And I have to say, for me personally, I find that when I have fresh, homemade, flavorful dressings waiting in the fridge, I am much more likely to eat some raw veggies or a nice big salad. And if you would be so kind, please subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone else you know who's trying to keep things clean and delicious, because we're gonna show them just how easy and yummy it can be. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Danny Spies. I will see you back here next time with some more clean and deliciousness. Cheers. I have found that using, boop, 1, 2, 3. Now I know for a lot of you, eating fresh homemade veggies, ready, here we go. Making homemade dressings just like this is a really easy way to, what did I say? And I know for, boop, 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 make it so much more enjoyable to have those veggies. Boop, boop, boop.